In the fertile fields of Douglas, Georgia, rises a peanut processing facility like nothing the world has seen before. Conceptualized entirely in 3D, this fully automated superstructure shells peanuts at a rate of more than 30 tons per hour.
It had to be big, it had to be bold, and really that's what we've done together with LMC is we've built the single largest shelling plant in the world.
Sprawling across a 50-acre site, the Premium Peanut facility represents mankind's latest advances in the quest to feed a global population. The peanut is one of nature's most life-giving seeds. The Ericus hypogea is rooted in the soils that kept our ancient ancestors alive. Harnessed for their nutritional powers, demand for peanuts has never been greater. Today, with global populations rising, maximizing yields while minimizing the environmental impact becomes a critical science. It takes the boldest visions, the biggest machines, and the grandest designs to deliver the ancient commodity to the people to new frontiers, faster and more efficiently than ever before. Nearly half of all peanuts produced in the USA are grown in Georgia. Nestled in the southern region of the state is the city of Douglas. With a population of just 12,000, it was agriculture that gave rise to the city, and it is agriculture that promises to sustain it. The Premium Peanut facility takes the concept of peanut shelling to the extreme.
And it wasn't just about building a shelling plant. It was a broader vision, and that vision was bringing together 7 buying points from southern Georgia and over 200 growers, and together putting together this company.
The challenge on this was to create that processing facility, and because it had never been done in the past.
At the heart of the project is LMC Manufacturing, the world leaders in separation machinery.
One of the most exciting things about doing the Premium job, first it was a new project. We had new ideas.
This project was significant because not only were we supplying our machine products, we were also managing the project from start to finish, planning and designing and installing the entire layout.
It was LMC's largest project to date. What sets it apart really and truly is the timeline.
All indications suggested it would take at least 2 years to complete the project. However, the Premium Peanut founders needed the job done in under 1 year.
Our commitment was to be ready on the 2015 crop. We started this process in the late November of 2014, so you could see we were behind the 8 ball to begin with.
So we really relied on LMC to bring to us a turnkey design that incorporated the best technology, the best equipment, and was able to put it all together to build the largest, best, and most technologically advanced shelling plant in the world.
LMC's experience with system design processes would give its engineers a head start at the drawing board. However, the sheer scale of the project would require science to soar to new heights.
This was the first plant that was completely and totally designed in 3D.
It's very important that they pull all the measurements exactly how they are on the drawings, because if anything is out of place an inch or so, down the line, that could turn into a foot.
Each part inside Premium Peanut is to be positioned using GPS satellite signals, the first of its kind anywhere in the world.
When we looked at the production schedule to meet the demand for the Premium project, we had to revisit how all of our flows were happening in the shop.
We retrenched and analyzed everything we do. What tools we needed. Do we need talent? Do we need software? Do we need faster computers? We looked at it all.
We had a choice to let it slow us down or to allow us to grow. We chose to grow.
Since time was not a luxury the engineers could utilize, it would take a coordinated effort to meet the deadline, from design to fabrication to installation.
Of course, safety is always number one. We were absolutely not going to cut corners or take risk, no matter how aggressive the timeline.
With the amount of machines that production engineering had to design, draw, detail, and test it and have built, and then be on site for us to be able to complete the job was a hard task.
One of the major hurdles in meeting such a tight deadline would be making sure the foundations were solid before installing the heavy machinery.
Planning ahead is everything. Accessing certain parts of the site were difficult, if not impossible, once the concrete had been placed. Concrete typically takes 28 days to fully cure.
It's an agonizing wait for the engineers.
We also had a considerable amount of demand from other customers. So what we had to do was fulfill the demand for all of our customers simultaneously. Pretty tall order.
It's definitely not just putting pieces of a puzzle together. There's a lot of factors that play into this. And you know, everybody's kind of leaning on you, asking every day, where are you at on it?
Transparency is key to this project.
Everybody has to work together.
As the company came together, lots of experience, but most of that experience was in growing, harvesting, and storing peanuts. Not a lot of experience in shelling them, and that's what the company's about. We're about shelling peanuts, lots of peanuts. And so it was a skill set that we were missing. So we really relied on LMC to complete that set.
The Carter family has pioneered the development of peanut shelling technology since 1941.
The things that we do, you can't Google. We look at more than just building machines.
Maximizing yields while minimizing costs is the signature of LMC's flow system process.
At Premium, they're going to shell 200,000 tons of peanuts this coming year. That's $100 million worth of peanuts. If we can move the decimal points in their yields and get their yields up, how many hundreds of thousands of dollars is that?
The product, of course, can't sell for as much if it's damaged. We found the correct angles that certain products can flow on without damaging them.
A lot of my time is spent reviewing the design elements and looking for ways to maximize efficiency. So we're very careful in our tuning calculations to make sure that we're drawing the least power possible. On Premium Peanut, we were challenged with some very tall structures on shakers and the conveyors, so we used finite element analysis to make sure that we avoided any resonant frequencies between the structure and the operating speed of the conveyor.
Finding the balance between maximum efficiency and minimum power is a delicate process.
Other construction companies could piece it together, but it takes an experienced and skilled team to maximize yields.
With the deadline looming, construction teams work around the clock to be ready for the grand opening. It wouldn't be long before Georgia's iconic commodity would be heading to Douglas by the truckload.
In addition to production, we also provided on-site training for all of the operators at Premium.
LMC was right here with us during that startup process, debugging the equipment, helping us develop the processes, making sure that we were very quickly able to ramp up production and deliver quality product, deliver safe product to our customers.
We really leaned on them as being able to use their name in our initial sales. Our sales have really taken off. We're actually shelling well over 30 tons an hour, and we were shelling well over 30 tons an hour within 2 weeks of startup.
And that's the ability that we have based on our design facilities, our experience, and our drive that will help you increase your bottom line revenue.
And when you think about it, a year ago, 12 months ago, this was a green field. It was a green field. And in 15 months, this company has gone from an idea to reality. And we are shipping to the world. We talk about international trade, we talk about export, so I pulled the shipping log for today. We have 14 containers of peanuts going to China. We're also shipping to Canada and of course to the US today. We ship to Japan, to Mexico, to Europe.
It is great to see plants like this one, the productivity of our peanut production being made accessible to the rest of the world.
We have over 100 people employed here already, and there's more to come. We're running 6 days a week, 24 hours a day, and we are sold out until July. And that's really a testament to the team that we put together. It's a testament to LMC.
In a victory for the farmers, the buyers, and the consumers, the Premium Peanut Facility represents the grandest ideas in agricultural technology.